Keiko, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, Keiko. Okay, I can hear you. Thank you for shifting the time, yeah? Okay. Keiko, I do read your updates. Paper, yeah, okay, the statistics one and the bio one. Bio was paper 3. Okay, understood, right? The sharing is excellent. I'm happy to hear that you're being calm. Generally, we shouldn't be discussing the problem right now, if that makes sense, yeah? Because paper 1 is tomorrow, math, paper 2 for bio, and probably the problems we face today will not be repeated tomorrow. Sorry, can you hear me? Sorry.
Yes, yes.
Okay. That makes sense. We should discuss about it later after exam.
Okay.
Right. However, what we should discuss about math, for example, is just to be clear, what is the pure math topic that came up? For example, I have an idea that it must be the what do you call it? Maclaurin series, one of them, right?
Maclaurin functions and vectors.
Okay, let me see. Vectors came out, right? So is it like vectors with number or vectors without number? With number. So you'll be expecting tomorrow to have some sort of vectors without numbers. That's the expectation, right? Okay, this numbers. And then you say Maclaurin. And then you also say, what was that? Just now, what was it one more time? Functions. Functions, okay. So when you say functions means the FOG or the transformation one? The composite one. You mean the composite, the inverse, or is it the
inverse
transformation? Yeah. The inverse one. Okay. Function, inverse. Okay. All right. So this is the random part. And let me clarify that there are only 3 pure math questions.
Yes.
Just now. Okay, I understand. Okay. Then tomorrow, Maclaurin and function inverse will not come out. So it'll be everything else.
But my math is not tomorrow. My math is next Wednesday.
Goodness me. Right. Okay. Which is, well, for the A level, the distance is around 2 or 3 days. Okay, understood. Okay. Right. Okay. So, still, in the spirit of pretending that this is A level, we will not discuss this until everything is over. We shouldn't. We probably shouldn't. Right? Okay. Unless you really want. Right?
I mean, I kind of know what went wrong.
Right. It's just that.
Okay, no, I think it was partially because I was panicking, but then at the same time, it does look quite difficult. So.
And you still think like that after the exam, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't expecting the Maclaurin problem, right? But okay, good to know. And you're saying that the Maclaurin problem is because the functions are not very friendly.
Maclaurin was fine, but I couldn't get the value that I was supposed to show. I was supposed to be a 4, but I got a 4.
So when you say you know the problem, you're saying that you don't know you don't know how to fix the problem. You just know that there's a problem.
Yeah, probably somewhere in my working I missed out a minor somewhere, I don't know.
Right, understood. So it doesn't even seem to be a very big problem. It's just a nagging problem.
I mean, yeah lah.
Right. Okay. So
actually, for all the questions, I feel like I know how to do. Except for the probability one, that one I don't know. But the rest, I feel like I know. But I cannot do the math itself. If that makes sense.
You mean there is a? Are you saying that there's a careless mistake somewhere, or are you saying that there's a manipulation problem somewhere?
Manipulation problem for the function one, definitely. Maclaurin probably might be careless, but I wasn't able to find it. Vectors, I'm not sure. I think manipulation also, maybe.
So considering all that, then I guess it is not very surprising. That's not a very major gap that we identified. Maybe put it that way. Yeah.
I guess, but the functions one was still a bit special. Like, have you seen the equation?
So when you say function equation wasn't very friendly, you don't mean it's the Maclaurin, right? But it's the function, which is we're talking about question one, right? The question one that you said. I see. How is that a function? Wait, now that I think of it, question one doesn't look like a function question, like
composite they asked question. To find the F inverse.
The F inverse?
Like F inverse half. Is it clear for you?
Oh, that's not differentiation. So I'm very confused. I thought that meant find the differentiation. Okay, no. Okay, I see. Now I see what you mean. And your problem will be how to combine the two x's? No, that's not a big problem. Is it a big problem? Why? No, what's that big problem?
I mean, when I tried to like let y equals to that function, right? Then I'll end up with like power 4.
Right.
And then I tried to do like x squared equals to the what? The formula minus b plus minus b squared minus 4ac square root, that one.
Right.
But, I mean, it gets quite complicated. Then after that, I tried, like, cause I was kind of desperate. I tried like half equals to the original function. Then I tried to find the value of x. Because that will be the value of the F inverse half also, right? But I mean, the value was still a bit weird. So
Right. Good.
I mean, in that sense, conceptually it's there, but I just couldn't do the math. I mean, I the fact that I even thought of the other method, I think that shows that I'm trying. And they asked us to draw the graph afterwards also. But since I couldn't get the F inverse, I just tried to derive the inverse graph from the original graph. I think it worked. So I still
sketch, right? So you kind of just sketch it from here, which is a great thing. Like maybe you haven't done that before, but you know it can be done, right? Very good, very good. Finding ways to do stuff. I think what I want to praise you for is that now you consider calculator as your friend, as a good support, I never felt that fully with you, until this thing, Now you say, oh really, you're doing that, wonderful.
Okay.
Good. So yeah. So overall, math paper 2 seems to be good, right? I have no idea what your DRB from.
I mean, I didn't manage to answer like any question fully, like, but I mean, I tried to grab as many meta marks as I can. I guess. Because I know how to do it. It's just the math that's like difficult to manipulate.
My feeling feels weird about that, but okay. But I think I understand what you're saying. What you're saying is that you have a good idea what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Right? It's just that whether I can do it or not. For now, maybe we take it that first of all, I don't think it will it necessarily will repeat next time in paper one. Actually, I don't think so lah. I don't think so. In fact, wait a minute. Most of the questions that you ask me, it doesn't feel like that. That's so weird. Really? You have a manipulation problem? Really?
For this
Really?
paper specifically, I guess, yeah. I
You
mean,
don't
for
have
the
a reading
functions
problem,
one,
and you don't have a what? That's not what you. Which is a good thing, I think. Not normally when you ask me question, you either have a reading problem or you have a conceptual gap, right? It's usually it's very there is one or two times where your manipulation is so bad, but that's because you're very confused. Right. This doesn't you don't even sound confused here. Right. You just
okay, wait, no. Usually
get
when
stuck.
before I ask you a question, right, I'll do the questions myself first. Then
right.
if I have a manipulation problem, I'll be able to figure it out.
Oh, so actually there are
but
such problems
it's not that major.
Right. Which brings me to believe that it is not necessarily gonna repeat itself in paper one. Will be a bit sad if I'm wrong, but I guess we'll see. The point is, I don't have a lot of special advice for that. Not right now, because I also don't feel there's a foundational problem here. I don't think.
Yeah, so. I don't think so either.
I don't think so. Yeah. So it's not that we're taking it easy, but we just take it normally, lah. We just take it normally. Should we improve after exam? I think so, but not right now, lah. Not right now. Not when we have many other things to worry about. Right. Maybe I'll put it. Yeah. You shouldn't address that in expense of even, for example, literature. You probably shouldn't, or you shouldn't try to address that in expense of having no rest in weekend, for example. That is really not worth it to me, right? You also want to confirm that you really have some problem by simply doing paper one later and see whether the problem is the same. If the problem does not appear in pure math, then how likely is it to appear? Well, I mean, it'll appear a little bit lah. That means lah, correct or not?
Yeah.
But if in paper one it appears a lot, then okay, maybe we confirm there is a problem. Okay, maybe let's try to find out what's the problem. Yeah, right. Which kind of brings me to conclude that you shouldn't be doing anything too special to address that, so to speak, right? If that is your concern, right?
Okay.
If that makes some sense, yeah. If that makes some sense, will that be okay for math paper 2?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I'm suggesting that we don't do much. That is really my suggestion, right? Just do a normal thing, right? Do what you are supposed to do, which is study paper 2 after literature, right? That is the plan, right? Am I correct?
Yeah.
Right. We have some time, right? Yeah, because right. Yeah. Not sure about bio. So, but what about bio? What about bio?
Bio apparently was the last year's A-level paper, but it was like I said in the text, it was very application based.
Right.
So that means it required like a lot of reading. Then you can't really rely on like your own content knowledge that much. Or rather, you need to be able to link your own content knowledge to what was being tested. But this time it was like particularly weird.
Particularly
like
weird, you say?
For database.
Really? Okay.
It's like a bit difficult to tell like what topic they're testing. If that makes sense.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Well, that's rare.
Yeah. And then the essay question was a bit weird also. But I think I managed to give some relevant points.
Not sure how to comment for bio, but I can definitely agree with your reading and calmness. But other things might be lacking, other things may be lacking. Maybe it is true that you're lacking some sort of concept, or you're lacking something that makes, this is supposed to be easy, now it's difficult.
I mean,
that might be true.
I managed to figure out like what topic they were testing, but like compared to other papers, it's a bit more difficult to spot.
Which is already probably everybody's problem, right?
Yeah.
It's not that you have this problem and nobody else have, right? Which is like, okay, that means that's expected, that's normal, right? That's normal. What I'm trying to say is, I don't think there's a foundational problem again, because it is not worth trading your calmness and your reading, your reading. How do I say this? Your properness in reading, right? Okay. It's not worth trading that for something else. You need that anyway. So you're already doing that correctly. And it almost felt that this is the first time you did it satisfyingly in an exam setting.
I guess,
right? Yeah, which is what you need to maintain. And then the others can be fixed. I will argue that the rest can be fixed. Right? You are doing the right things with the right attitude, and never forgetting to rely on God. In that sense, there is the sense that you're not asking the exam to be predictable. In that sense, you see, you're not asking the exam to be easy. You're not secretly hoping that you can somehow do it with great ease, secretly, something like that. Yeah. That is feels solid that way. Feels solid.
Actually, speaking of that, I was a bit disappointed by the chem paper because there were a lot of standard questions. Yeah. No, there were a lot of standard questions. I was expecting something more challenging. I mean, so I practiced a lot, reading difficult questions.
Wait. Oh, you did practice you mean the paper 3, right? You mean the
paper 3 for chem.
Right. May you get that in prelim?
I mean, yeah.
Right? I mean, think about it. At this stage, it is easy for me to wish that your prelim will be difficult. Because you won't panic too much, and you can still do whatever you can, so to speak. You can allow yourself to be calm, and you are not just relying on yourself. You're just letting what you're given, you're given the knowledge, you're given the training, you're given the strength, and then you just allow all that to perform, so to speak. It's very easy for me to wish that your prelim will be more difficult for you. I think that's good. So, remind me again, what's happening tomorrow?
Tomorrow I don't have anything.
So you mean the last thing for this week is literature?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're supposed to start in literature tomorrow?
Yes.
Sorry, tell me, we never discussed the plan for this week, just to be clear. So at this point, no need to, is your plan just study literature and worry about bio and math afterwards? Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Which is totally fine, No sense in dividing ourselves, really, no sense. Because you're doing this because you didn't prepare literature.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a fair thing, right? It's a fair thing. Let's not change that, right? In fact, right now, in some sense, maybe you should just stop and just give yourself literature, because reviewing your situation, everything seems very acceptable. Really.
Okay.
However, your literature is on Friday, right? However,
Yeah.
right? And do you think this is a A-level relevant question? Do you think you can rest on Saturday?
I think so.
I mean, wait, are you sure about this? When I say can you, meaning like mentally speaking, can you actually let yourself rest? Are you sure?
I mean for math, because next week I have math biochem again. For all those 3 subjects, I've like prepared it like to the max for like today.
Right.
Yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Which again, agreeably, your first paper in those things are always the harder one. If you're well prepared, because you wouldn't know, you cannot fully guess what they test, but right now you can.
Yeah.
Let me confirm this one more time. So you don't need a deliberate technique to occupy yourself on Friday afternoon at night, after the literature, so that you don't think about studying or being productive on Friday afternoon and night.
I mean,
basically that becomes your rest, deliberately, so that
also.
which that means you're just accidentally applying that, which is good, right? Good,
yeah.
right? You'll be doing something else, right? And you say that, and you can still be resting on Saturday.
Yeah.
Really?
I guess.
Oh, that's not bad, Mentally, that's not bad.
I mean,
mentally.
Like for bio and chem, I've technically memorized everything also, everything I need to know. So I guess on Sunday I can do like 1 chem paper, 1 bio paper.
Sure.
Yeah.
Then please do that. You know why? Because in A level, if you can do that, that will almost certainly prevent any adrenaline usage. You will never enter adrenaline, which is a very good thing.
Okay.
If you cannot do that, it is a very good sign that you're being anxious, right? And therefore, it is very likely that you enter adrenaline because you're anxious to do a lot of things. So yes, good. If you can do something else on Friday and not study particularly on Saturday, or rather just not study at all, then I would definitely think that is a good thing. Wonderful. Good. Okay, sure. Then, frankly speaking, big picture wise, I don't have much other to comment. Take note of your gaps, that's all. Take note of your gap, which you will know fully after you do everything. You will know that.
Yeah, I really do think it's just like exam skills now. Because I feel like my content knowledge is pretty much there already. And for math, I need to fix my careless mistakes. Yeah.
Sorry, you mean that it is not exam skills now, or it is exam skill now? Sorry, which one is it?
Exam skills.
Oh, and when you say exam skill, you mean? You mean the things that we talked about just now?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Then I agree with you. But even that is already around there. Right? So we just don't spoil it.
Okay.
Now, this is true. Kirana, I can see you. Yeah. Apologies for totally missing on telling you. So apologies. That's really my mistake. Are you okay? Have you eaten your dinner?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me finish the update with Pico first. Yeah. Um. Um. No. Yeah. No. There's really nothing much else to say. Yeah. Um.
I mean, I have
Okay.
a whole, I
Sorry.
have a whole term to work on exam skills, right?
No,
Actually,
your
no.
exam skill is there isn't much other. I mean, I could recommend the next level, but we'll talk after exam. We'll really talk after exam. At this particular exam, there is really no need for anything else. Now,
Yeah.
let me underscore this. This applies even let's say on Saturday on Sunday. Let's say you cannot allergy, and you're supposed to study on Saturday, right? Sunday, yeah. Okay, so you go to church and then you cannot allergy, and the whole day you cannot study as much as you could. Okay, let's say that happens. Okay, even when that happens, the reasonable buffer for this exam is around there, such that I wouldn't worry too much. In fact, I can even dare to say, if you cannot allergy on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, for example, when you're supposed to study and when you're supposed to do the exam, right? Correct.
Yeah.
I would probably even think that is good training.
Okay.
Like, how do you respond to that? Another thing bothering you, right? Another thing diminishing your performance. Clearly, that is going to diminish your performance. But how do you respond to that? I would even dare to say, if that happens, that's probably good. But I would stop short of truly saying that because I don't know perfectly. Right? But you understand what I'm saying? Even if that happens, there is no regret with you not studying on Friday and Saturday. No, no. Definitely no need to regret that.
Okay.
Like that. No? That is what I think that it will be good for you, right? As in to maintain that stability and calmness, something like that. Yeah, really. That's really the most I want to say for this exam. Now, right now, it is truly up to you. What do you want to do now?
I mean, I don't have anything prepared.
Correct. And obviously, this is exam. You are already doing what you're supposed to do. This is what exam is supposed to feel like. You already know what you're supposed to do. There's no need to look around and check whether I actually missed something today. No, definitely no. Definitely no. This is not us being lazy or, not doing our best. No, it's fine. It's fine. So I feel that you should just study literature because that's what you're supposed to do. You can study intuition, but you can study out tuition. I totally leave that to you. Whatever you want. Right?
Wait, today? Like now?
Yeah, like right now. Or right now, you just want to rest for a while.
Yeah, I was planning to just rest today.
Yes, please. Just rest. Just no need to be productive. Okay? No need. Very good. Okay? I'll see you. Well, when do I see you then? I'll see you on Sunday, right? Is it correct?
Yeah.
I'll see you on Sunday.
Okay.
All right. Good job, Kiko. Okay. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Kirana, yes. Again, apologies. Apologies. Let me just clarify what I forget. I forget to inform both of you and Arya. Okay, Silinia. I want to change your timing to 7:30 and 8 until 8:30 for Tuesday, so that both Sunday and Tuesday is the same timing. Now that is what I want. I haven't even asked whether you can do that or not. Actually, do you think you can actually do that, Kirana, on Tuesday?
I'm okay.
Okay, yeah. So again, apologies for today. If you really can, then next week we'll start that. Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah. Now, give me an update. What's happening in school and everything. Let's not start doing stuff. Please update. Oh, you're gonna write that. Okay. Oh, I forgot to ask something important. How's your COVID?
I guess it's like getting better.
Like you don't sound sick at all, I mean, that's good. Is it true? You
Yeah,
don't.
I'm not having fever already. It's just COVID now.
So you're not having any fever, you're not having any cough, you're not having any flu, you're not having any headache,
Yeah.
you're not having any brain fog. Do you know what's a brain fog?
No.
Like when you are, let's say, usually when you are sick, for example, you're flu, you're sneezing a lot. You can't really think like, brain fog.
No.
Like you're totally thinking clearly right now. Normal. Correct. That's what you're feeling. If not, then just say it's okay. I just want to.
I think okay lah. It's not like I can't understand anything.
Right. Okay. Then very good. Very glad that COVID is not very harsh on you. Now, what's happening in school? You're gonna write. Okay. So please feel free. Yeah.
Okay.
Feeling happy about worry and the exam is start. What does that mean that the exam is starting? Huh? What?
Like if school reopen, that means because our exams all like they're gonna like just come in like July or August, I think.
Your WA3 is starting very early
Because
and
also
it goes
end of
on
year,
slowly. Sorry, tell me again. Sorry, yeah, you're saying, right?
or end of year also. So
But end of year is next term, no me? Huh?
Huh?
End of year is next term, right?
Yeah. So like WA3 is in term 3.
But some schools, sorry, let me just know. Some school will do WA3 at the end of term 3, and your school is not doing that.
I don't know.
Are you saying that your school might actually spread the WA3 a little bit, maybe do one or two, then another one or two next week, and then another one or two next week?
Yeah,
something
I
like
think,
that?
yeah. Our school may do that again.
Which is, what do you think about that? Just curious. Is it more stressful or less stressful?
I think more stressful because like you have to study longer then. If it's like all in like 1 week or something, it's like a bit stressful, but at least like you can get it done by the whole week.
Oh. So you actually dislike the prolonged period of exam.
Yeah.
I get what you mean though. So no official schedule release that is what I'm saying. Not yet. We'll know soon or something like that.
No.
Okay. So how did the holiday homework go in the end?
For math.
Yep.
I don't know how to do like a few questions.
Then what happened?
I got most of it done already, so it's okay.
Congratulations. All right. That's your fruit of preparation, right? Before holiday. Remember that? Nothing magical. You just didn't reject the opportunity to study that chapter first, even before the homework comes. Correct or not? You are studying it a bit before, and then the homework comes, and then your fruit is it. You can answer most, not all. Of course lah, right? Of course lah, but I would call that a good result. Call that a good result. Okay? If you feel a little bit proud of it, sure. That is a very reasonable feeling because you are doing what a good student do. That's what it feels to be a good student. Do you know that you are starting to be a good student?
Yes.
This is what it feels like. And if possible, we keep it up, right? Possible, not just keep up with the class, but we are prepared for the class. That's what a good student do. Prepared doesn't mean that you know everything what your teachers say. No. Prepared simply means that you learn some enough so that when your teacher re-explain, you definitely can follow us. Okay. That's already a very good student, a good student, right? You can be better, but no need to do so better right now. Just like that is here. Now, 8.3 is the last part of Pythagoras, right?
Yeah.
So you have questions on that now. The question that you put, is it like a new homework or what is it?
8.3, I got new homework.
So that's page 19.
I want to
right?
complete my June holiday homework first.
Why do you have to complete it? That's curious. I thought you have to submit already.
No.
Oh, you don't have to submit your school holiday right now, really?
No, I haven't even go to school yet.
But I thought other people have submitted.
No.
When are you supposed to submit your holiday homework?
Like when school reopen lah. But
which school already reopened? Okay.
So I haven't submit yet because I sick. So
okay then. By the way, how do you get the 8.3 homework link? I thought you didn't go to school.
No, because I asked my friend.
Okay. Then I have a request. Can you at least prioritize the 8.3 one first, then your holiday homework?
Okay.
Can you? Okay. If we can, we do that. Right? We can do that. These are no longer the easiest of questions already, obviously, right? Obviously.
Do I make a new Jamboard because this one a bit full? Or do I remove?
Totally up to you. No, this is totally up to you. Please don't erase anything. If you want a new Jamboard, just create a new Jamboard and then share it with you. Okay, you take control lah. You take control. Unless you don't know how to, manage yourself, then yeah. But have you made a new?
Yeah, I sent to you already.
All right, thank you. It's a similarity question. Oh, really? Okay, right. Okay, fair enough. Chapter 8.3 is similarity. This is the 8.3 homework or this is your holiday homework?
8.3 homework.
Wait, chapter 8 is similarity.
Wait, I check the
It's not Pythagoras.
similarity and enlargement.
So you're saying that Pythagoras is chapter 9.
Yeah,
That's your holiday homework, and that is totally not yet discussed in class.
yeah. That's why we need
Oh.
to SDL, like self-study.
You
And the
mean
teacher
the
not
class will not going to discuss it?
I guess discuss the answers lah, but like not discuss like, you know, like what's the formula and all that.
A bit scary lah. Okay, I understand. So, are you rusty with chapter 8?
Huh?
Like what you're looking at right now, are you rusty or not?
I just need to look at the formula that I can do, I think.
Okay, let's see. Yeah. Okay. Good. You okay, Kirana, so far?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this correct?
Gotcha. Let me quickly check. Please do the other question. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think there's just just forget this and then to skills and else. I think you also forgot that one. This thing is not okay. The things that you're forgetting is not very good. Presentation wise. Okay. The rest stuff you have to do that because it's a wrong labeling, right? It's a wrong labeling. So I think you have 2 more mistakes in the wrong labeling. Please label it properly below. Find the missing label. Yeah, okay, that's fine, sure. And that's it. And then after these 2, there's still more down. Okay, good. Yeah, good. Nice. Okay, good. Yeah, good. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Okay, good. This is probably not the hardest one. So good warm up. Please continue. Good.
Okay.
Glad to know that you're not very rusty. The math question, right? We haven't done this, eh?
What does actual? I don't understand the part 2.
Right. I'm going to ask you to imagine just like the trapezium, in the question before. Right? You have a big one and a small one, obviously, right? if they are both the same size, then we don't need to think, right? Okay, there's always the small guy and the big guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the map is always the small guy. Right? Map is always smaller. Smaller than who? The actual guy. Lah. Okay, there are two guys here and they are similar. One is bigger, one is smaller. So again, let's say that the small one is map and the big one is actual. So it doesn't really matter what is actual. What matters is one is big and one is small. That's what matters. Understand? The second thing is that the K, you calculate the K as 2 here, right? But with a map and actual, the K is extremely big. Like, look at question 6, for example. He said 1 over 20,000. It's very simple. Between the small guy and the big guy, the K is 20,000. You understand what I'm saying? Right? So it's not that the small guy and the big guy times 1 over 20,000. Okay? Because the point is the actual guy is always bigger than the map. That's just what you remember. Okay? For some reason, he doesn't write it down as 20,000. He wants to write down as 1 over 20,000. Just treat that as formalities. Okay, just treat that as formality, right? Remember, it's always an enlargement from the map to the actual. So, okay, if that makes sense. How can a map be bigger than the actual, right? And yeah. Okay. Now, if I just explain it that way, and you try to do question 5. If you need more hint, of course I'll give you. It's fine. So for part 2, remember part 2, he's asking you for the small guy or big guy.
Asking for the
Let me put it another way. What does he give you? He give you the small guy or the big guy? Sorry, you're saying, right?
Wait, the small guy is the map, right?
Does that make sense? The small guy is always the map, and the actual guy should always be bigger than the map. Does that make sense? That's always true.
Yeah.
All right. Then, since it's always true by experience, you know that's true. Then you can rely on that. Okay. So for 5-1, he gave you the small guy or the big guy?
Big guy.
No, he gave you the small guy. For part one. He gave you the small guy. And then he wants you to find the big guy. I mean, look, he gives you 7.68 centimeter. You say the big guy is 1920 meter. I mean, obviously, this is small and this is big, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So unless you think part 1 is wrong, I don't think so. I think part 1 is correct. So part 1 is they give you the small guy. They ask you for the big guy. So part 2, they give you what? They ask you what?
For the small guy.
He asks you. So he asks you for the small guy.
Because corresponding with on the map one.
Yeah, so they ask you for the small guy, which again means they give you the big guy. Wait, correct or not? Let me just confirm that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Then I agree with you. I agree with you. Either we are both right or we are both wrong, but I agree with you. Can you do that then? Okay, give it a try. Daniel, I can see you. Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right.
Loud
Cool.
and clear. Let me
Which
send over the
you?
stuff.
I'm sorry, you're saying?
Let me send over the stuff I want to go through.
All right.
It's mostly spectroscopy.
The CAM, okay, right?
Yeah.
Which means we go to the Chem 1 Jamboard, yeah? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I owe you one question. I'm sorry, I haven't answered that, isn't it?
You do?
Yeah. The final piece of the question before the M over Z72, I was commenting.
Yeah, the whole M over Z
How
thing.
can that happen? How can that happen? I cannot understand that one. Right? Maybe it's my question. Maybe it's not yours, lah. Yeah, right. But still, okay. I'm putting it in the Jamboard. You send me 3 things, right? Okay. So Kirana, your 0.1 is correct, but something else is wrong.
Is it need to convert?
The scale is very weird. This is centimeter to meter, right? So this is a small guy, it's a big guy, right? For example, centimeter, meter, right? It's not centimeter to centimeter. By right, it's supposed to be like that, but it's the scale. It can be weird that way, But I mean, the point is, the big guy is meter. The small guy is not in meter,
Oh.
right? The scale is maybe a little bit weird. So Daniel, you gave me 3 things, right? Okay, good. Okay, I put it in the Jamboard cam already, right? So you tell me what's your problem. I'm just reading it first.
Yeah, what's this? I don't understand how these sites.
Yeah, so
how the environments work, the nuclear environment. It's puzzling.
How Sorry, yeah, I thought I understand, yeah, but let me think for a while. I thought I understand.
Yeah, I also thought I understand, but then the more I look at the thing, right, the more what are the rules? I cannot.
Yeah, precisely. What are the rules of you splitting the environment, right? Yeah. Especially this one. This one I totally don't understand. I totally don't understand this one.
What would I do?
And this one also. I also don't understand this one. Never mind. I cannot answer now. I'll have to find out immediately. Okay. Apologies. For the next page, what is the question for the next page?
It's just a series of questions that I'll go through.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll put this first. I have no idea also, right? Ding dong dong, ding dong dong, right? Fine. Yeah. Right. Yep. Okay. Oh, okay, right. So are you saying that you have a question for part A? Yeah?
Part A.
Yeah, I'm looking at the next page, right? The empirical formula of the compound. So you, as in you do not know how to get CH2 or
The answer is
sorry.
CH2, but I didn't really understand how to get to that.
Right. So that one, no need the spectroscopy thingy. No need. It is a very easy one, meaning whatever this fancy word, elemental analysis, the point is there is this carbon and this hydrogen by mass. What we want is to, divide that with the MR, right? So we want this, so 85 something percent divided by 12, which is the MR of carbon. Okay, and then we ratio that with 14.37 blah, 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 divided by 1, which is the MR of the hydrogen. This ugly number should actually be inputted into the calculator. So you actually input the calculator like this. 85% divided by 12 divided by this divided by 1. Try that and see what happens. And then we can discuss why this is right or wrong, right? So Kiran, the key is to make it both centimeter or both meter. That's up to you. I would rather make it both centimeter. Make sense?
So if I want to convert 5 kilometers to centimeter, then it's
times what? You have to know that. You have to know that. Times 100,000. But I really prefer that you know that. The worst is you have to memorize that. But you need to know that. Like right now for this topic.
Oh, so it's just ratios.
They are ratios, but not of mass. It is an appropriate ratio of mole. And mole is mass over MR. Because the ratio, the empirical formula of the compound is the mole ratio of the CNH, not the mass ratio. But the elemental analysis can only give you mass ratio because he cannot give you mole ratio. So I just have to use the mass ratio to find the mole ratio. Am I making any sense right now? Now, the empirical formula is properly written as this times n, meaning you don't really know what is n. N can be 1, 2, 3, 4. N I don't think will be 1 because it doesn't make sense for CH2 to exist. So it's maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4. We wouldn't know. Am I making any sense right now? Okay. All right. Okay, something like that. Okay. So now I think we will start to use the mass spectrometry. So the spectrometry and the others are now giving you their value, right? They have different abilities, right? So for the mass spectrometry, the simplest thing about mass spectrometry is that the highest guy is almost certainly the whole thing. That's the logic, I guess, if that makes some sense. There are many peaks going on. There are many fragments flying around. The biggest fragment is almost certainly, almost not always, almost certainly not a fragment, but the whole thing instead. Meaning by looking at the peak with the biggest mass, you actually get the MR of the whole thing. Am I making any sense right now?
Yeah.
You okay? You sure? Daniel, okay?
Yep.
All right. Then the uptrack. Now, for C follows from A and B. There is no other explanation. If you know the MR and you know the empirical formula, obviously you can find the N, which is why I bothered to write the N. You need to find the N to finally find out the real formula. Empirical formula simply means a simplified formula. You want to know the real formula. And so you bother to do elemental analysis and mass spectrometry, and then you get your real formula, which is now gonna be very useful. Without that, it's very difficult to do things, so to speak.
Okay.
Kind of makes sense for us to do those things first, in order to get the molecular formula. So most questions will directly give you the molecular formula, the real formula. But this question kind of starts from the most basic thing. This is, I mean, if you do basic chemical analysis because you're a chemistry undergraduate, this is a very basic thing that you do. It's not basic for us, but yeah, that's just normal. Okay. And is that the question? Are you saying that the rest you understand? I mean, that sounds
No, the rest
good.
I do not understand.
Okay, right. Okay. So now D, yeah? D. Yeah. Okay. So for part D, to nobody's surprise, we are talking about fragments, right? But that's what's happening right now. When we talk about fragments, the real goal is to finally arrive at the structure. What this question is trying to say is that I don't know the structure and I want you to find it. The previous question have the molecular formula and have the structure. That's nice, but that's not real. We actually want to do mass spectrometry, for example, in order to help us to find the real structure. So this is a more appropriate order in real life, and that's what they're giving you, right? So 41 is asking us to guess a possible fragment, even though we don't really know what's the structure, right? I mean, nobody stops us from guessing the structure, though. Nobody. You can guess a possible structure for C4H81. Aren't you, Daniel?
C3H5 would work.
C3H5 will be 41, which is to say, let's do that, C3H5, which it will be very nice if you can guess the structure from C4H8 and figure out whether C3H5 is a valid fragment. Am I making any sense, right? Because the fragment has to be valid, right?
Draw it out.
Yeah, because guessing a structure really means you have to draw it out. There's no other meaning to it, right? Even though it's a guess, we'll start from somewhere, right? The simplest guess for C4H8 is, if you could.
C4H8
I'll give you a hint. I will guess from here first, right? So it's not pentane, it's not butane. Butane is C4H10, either cyclobutane or butene. You already have two guesses, either cyclo or butene, and the C3H5 might help us decide who is who, because it comes down to the valid fragment D. Could you please draw both of them, cyclobutane and butene? Kirana, just looking.
Question 12 part 2 a bit weird.
Let me check first here. So, oh goodness me, this is centimeter, right? Sorry, this is supposed to be centimeter. Wrong, centimeter. If you want, they never say centimeter. So, right, although this is fine, you can also or 1.12 times 5 kilometer, also fine. 5.6 kilometer. They're equal. Since they never specify actual distance in centimeter or kilometer, we don't know. So both answer. Understand?
Yeah.
So just a minute here. So ignore the part 2 first. Part 2 is already involving another map, so it's a bit confusing. Right? For the cyclobutane, I cannot find a C3H5, if you get what I mean. It's not a very easy cut.
Yeah,
I mean,
think
at least you have to cut here, here, and here, right? Okay, so that seems to be forcing it, but I mean, we'll keep our mind open still, right? So maybe you try butene.
There's no space for butene. I tried.
Butene is contains a double C bond, right? Right? So that also works. Maybe that will work better, right? No.
Is question 12 the part 2 supposed to be a question?
So like this, that is. So it is. I mean, it's another map, right? It's another map which have a different K, right? This is a different K. So now, just now you go from the small guy to big guy because actual distance means the big guy, right? The big guy. This is the first small guy. First small. So he's now saying there's a second small guy. The second small guy. Understand? Second small.
Yeah.
But the big is still the same because it is still the same two shopping centers. So the actual distance has an advantage here. It will never change one. No matter what the map is, the actual is still 5.6 kilometers. So now the point of part 2 is now to ask you to go for the small guy, the second small guy, but of course still using the same big guy. Because the second small guy is different, of course you have a different K, so you just have to use that. Am I making any sense right now? C3H. That's C3H4. Oh, 5. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, it is 5. It is 5. So currently I'm partial for the butene. Currently. Right. The double bond can be here, but the double bond can also be here, just to take note. That makes sense? They can switch places. It'll still be C3H5, right? Okay. So for now, I think that is the most useful information I can derive from this 41. I feel like that. No?
It proves that C4H8 is butene.
If I don't know whether I should say butene or not. I'm more at peace if I could see this. This will be peak 17. If I could see peak 17, I'm very happy. But there isn't. So I would probably say that it will lean towards butene instead of cyclobutane. Probably say something like that.
You say the compound at 41 is C3H5 plus.
No, it's not compound. It's fragment. It's not a compound. It's a fragment. The fragment is C3H5 plus. Yeah, one charge, most probably just one charge.
I remember my teacher just saying that whenever you mention the fragment, just add a plus at the end.
Yeah, because the fragment is not going to be negative, so to speak. But I cannot wrap my head around it. I'm still learning this topic. I still don't get why is it that easy. But I mean, your teacher say it must be correct, right? I still don't get it why that. Right.
I still don't understand.
Right. Yeah. So let me demonstrate to you. Yeah. Just a minute. The K is 175,000. So I'll choose the big guy to be 560,000. Turns out that I like the centimeter better because I'm getting the second small, right? Second small. So I'll just then divide this by 175,000. Does that make sense? Then I will get some sort of centimeter and I'll get my second small. Does this make any sense to you? Big to small, right? I'm just doing that. Big to small. The hydrogen deficiency, I'm not very certain at this point, right? I'm not very certain already. The infrared spectrum, definitely not certain. The chemical environment, I'm gone already. Oh, one of the two possible compounds. One of the two. Okay. Strangely speaking, so for now, I'm totally confused with E, F, and G. But the H and, well, this part I don't know, but the H and the I, surprisingly, I think I can do. So one of the possible structure of the compound is already this guy. Do you know why there is two? Because two is this guy. Ding ding C, ding C. Like that. That's your second possible structure. Does that make some sense?
Yeah.
Right. So just draw one. You already draw one. And the part one should also be easy to answer. Part I. Do you know the answer to, wait, let me think for a while. Yeah, wait. Oh. The part, no, I'm so sorry. Your part is this one. Oh, done. Cyclobutane.
Part I is cyclobutane. Oh.
Yeah, because cyclobutane will not match the fragment thingy, the fragment F41. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, by your own thinking, because you remember cyclobutane is 4,8 in that sense, end to end. Good for you.
Yeah,
so it doesn't seem to be wasted. Yes, Kirana.
Question 12, part 1, the answer is different.
Oh my goodness. It's 4 centimeter. You forgot the 4 centimeter. So let me keep it simple. 4 centimeter over 5 centimeter. It'll be 1 over something. Now this is the value that you're supposed to use. Understand? That is the mistake. Okay, fix that one. Right. Okay, so then right. So I still owe you the question marks.
Formula. I know.
I'm sorry, you're saying? Which one?
E.
Sorry, which one are you talking about here? Which one? Oh, E. You know the E. Okay. Would you tell me what that is? What that thing is?
IHD is some formula too.
Oh. Tell me what does that formula? What? How can we use that? What does that thing tell us? This hydrogen diffusion. Is it about the saturation thing?
It's the determination of the number of hydrogen atoms that will be reduced by 1.
That will be reduced by 1. What the heck does that mean? What the heck does it mean?
Degree of unsaturation.
So, for example,
the definition is that it is used to indicate the number of rings or multiple double or triple bonds in an organic molecule. Which means a cyclobutane does not have a double bond, correct? And it is therefore fully saturated. Am I correct? Cyclobutane. But the butene is definitely not saturated, so we have some hydrogen deficiency. Is that what it means? Is that the use of this thing? Let's write the formula out for you. 2n plus 2. The corresponding saturated I side. N is number of carbons. Correct. Oh, it's an acyclic one. No, you cannot use it to differentiate cyclic and not cyclic. Wait, what? Oh, he does. The ring also. And the ring also. Never mind then. I thought you can differentiate between cyclic and non-cyclic. You cannot. So not very interesting. Not very interesting. Okay, fine.
Because
I thought
2n
we
plus 2
answered.
is the max. Oh, okay, good, Kirana. You understand what happened? You forgot the 4 lah, basically.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So now the real distance is 0.8 kilometer, right? Right. The 0.8 kilometer. Wait, what are we? Oh no, I'm sorry. No, never mind. You're correct. What am I talking about? The point is you're correct. Okay. Kirana, you okay? Oh yeah, you're there. Okay, good. So yeah, I'm not surprised, Daniel, because simply saying this is the maximum possible hydrogen, right? 2n plus 2 is the butane formula. Butane formula will be 2n plus 2.
Minus the
Right.
actual number of Fischer terms. You get one.
Which is
does it mean there's only one double bond or like one?
That doesn't seem to make sense because wait. No. Okay, correct. Because this is 10, maximum is 10. You only have 8, correct? You're lacking 2 lah. You're lacking 2 basically. 2 over 2 is 1. I don't know why you divide by 2. Again, I don't know. Let me just check. Yes, you do need to divide by 2. I think what it simply means is this, look. One means you have one double bond or one cyclic. That's what it means. Which is in both our prediction, we did predict that. We did predict it is one cyclic or one double bond. There is no,
out here.
because we already know. To be fair, we already know. Yeah, the formula is not very useful if you can already imagine it. If you haven't been able to imagine, then I guess it is kind of helpful to point us the way. I mean, congratulations to you imagining stuff, right? Congratulations. For infrared spectrometer and those stuff, I'll probably have to read through again. Apologies, we will not make it for tomorrow, yeah? This is totally new to me.
Chemical environments.
The environment is the thing you asked me just now, right? Which what the heck?
I mean, again,
might as well just.
If it's this one, right? Oops. What did I do?
You do something, I also read, yeah? What are you trying to say? You tell me.
This thing over here.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, this is one environment.
Why is that one?
This is one environment.
Yeah.
Or like.
According to your example, I have no idea. Wait, according to your example,
this could be one environment.
I'm very confused.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Number of peaks. Sorry. The number of peaks in the HNMR spectra. So there's one peak and that integrates to 3. So we're done. Are we reading it? I mean, maybe we do the next question first. I'm trying to understand what the heck is this. Is that okay, Daniel? I mean, if not, we're just both guessing. Don't think that's very good.
This one. Let me send you some stuff.
Sure.
If you can understand it better than me.
Kirana, you okay so far? Oh yeah, okay, this one. Oh, this is now the area. Yep, the hardest thing. So, right.
This chemical equivalence. Mm,
Are you sending me something or not?
yeah, one sec. Wait.
Canva is so annoying. They don't give you elemental analysis. That's very lazy. Elemental analysis is the easiest thing to do. That's so trash. That's just not right. Kirana, are you stuck?
A bit.
Yeah, the area one is special. Special. Let me put it this way. Let's pretend the 3.8 centimeter square is 1 centimeter times 3.8 centimeter. So far so good. Let's pretend. Again, it's a
Yeah.
rectangle. This is all pretend. If it's not pretend, it's difficult to imagine. So now actual area, this is the small one after the big one. The big one, you have to calculate this is what and this is what. Make sense?
Huh?
Separately lah. 1 centimeter
yeah.
will be what kind of thing and 3.8 centimeter will be what kind of thing. You help me there first? Okay. Preferably in kilometer though. I think it's just easier if you can do it that way. Preferably, right? Okay, you're sending me something and I'm pasting it in.
It kind of makes sense. Equivalence. So each environment depends on what is bonded to what.
I still have no idea what's environment. I'm gonna try to read it. I'm just putting it and reading it, right? Still reading it. The frequency, exact good, okay. If he talks about spin already, then we will not be able to understand, right? Fair enough, right? So okay. Okay, the page one is very easy to understand. The page one is very easy to understand. Are you okay with page one? I can at least help you with page one first. If you tell me. If you want.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay, so if you don't, at least settle that one first, right? Together.
What is
Okay.
ppm?
ppm is not in page one, right? Correct.
It's not.
That's in page. That's in the second
2 and 3.
page or something? Right? So I'm just trying to understand that. ppm is part per million, but I don't get why there's a ppm here. I still don't get that. Yeah, still reading it.
Yeah, it's this part. I don't understand.
Sorry. Where are you writing stuff? Where are you?
I'm circling
which page? Page 4, right? Okay. Sorry. Try again. Which part do you not understand?
Circling it as we speak.
Okay, I'm trying to read that. I'm still trying to read that. The height of the integral line. I can now do that. Okay, I'm still reading. The height of the integral line. What the heck is that, right? The integral line does not give the absolute number of hydrogen. It gives the relative ratio of each.
This is the
for each
page.
integral.
There's one more page before this.
I am so sorry. That's why it's very confused. You send me in the wrong. Okay, right. So that's one. Okay, so I will put this right. Okay, but put there. Refresh her. Okay, so I'm gonna read the page before, yeah, because
this is one.
So I think I have page 2, right? Kirana, you okay?
Yeah.
Trying first.
Okay, sure. Measure in ppm, the different chemical shift give rise to different absorption peak, degree of shielding. There is a section 27 of the data booklet. Wow, there is something that we are supposed to review there. What is section 27 of the data booklet? What is that? That might solve all our problems. Let's look at that. Let's look at that. We need this tomorrow, right? Tomorrow. Come, let's look at this. Please show me what the heck is that?
Is the HNMR data. Oh, everything has its own chemical shift.
So the chemical shift is basically a fingerprint, right? The moment you know this shift or this thing, that you know what the heck is that, something like that. Am I correct? That's all you have to do. You just have to match the booklet with the data they're giving you. Correct or not? I hope it's that easy. Could you just show me the thing also so I can participate there? Kirana, you okay? Okay. Now, Kirana, both these things are in Stop, Kirana. Wait. Centimeter or wait? Oh. Sorry. You're correct. You miss a 0 there. Correct. There's a 0 here missing. But this is yeah, both 2 zeros there. Carefully. Hey, you're missing zeros there. Carefully.
Okay.
This is in centimeter or kilometer?
Centimeter.
Okay, then put centimeter first. Now he wants the actual in kilometer, square kilometer. So I think before we type all this big stuff, this is very big. We don't like very big, right? It's very difficult to handle very big. You understand me? Furthermore, this is centimeter and centimeter, so they'll give us centimeter square, which is also not what they want. They want kilometer. You understand?
Yeah.
Would you please change the centimeter to kilometer first before timesing them?
all?
Make sense?
For all.
For both lah. Both. Just both. There's two things, right? This one in kilometer. Two things in kilometer. Make sense? That will, I think, make our life easier. You send me something. There you go. Oh, you send me the booklet, right? Which is in page 20. Oh, well, that helps. So the 0.9 ppm thing is a CH3, right? Based on, and the 5.4 is the last one, right? If I look at question 1, right? We have a CH3 and we have a last one, which confirms that it is a butene, which confirms that thing. It confirms your butene structure. How nice. Does that make any sense? Sorry, am I making any sense? Okay, would you go to page 2 again? Page 2 again, and I'm just copying your booklet there, right? Just copying your booklet there. This is like so nice, right? This is so easy to use to me. This is 0.9 ppm, right? 0.9 ppm is this guy, right? See, 0.9. The 5.4 is here, man. Not nowhere else. It's 5.4. So this guy. Does that make some sense?
The 0.9 plus 4.5.
No, I just use 5.4. I'm not sure I just use 5.4. 5.4 is between 4.5 to 6.
Okay.
So he helps me identify that there's a CH3 there. I totally agree. And there is this long guy over there. Also, totally agree. You have already. No, I'm not. This thing. I'm sorry. Sorry, the 5.4 simply means this guy, right? Correct.
Yeah.
So this guy exists. Oh, great. I like it. According to our prediction. Am I making any sense?
Oh, I got the answer.
Wonderful. Do you understand what's going on here, Kira?
Yeah.
You understand the pretending rectangle?
What?
Pretend that the rectangle is like this, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, that will, I think, come in handy. I think. So if you like the technique, do that. Part 2 will be a bit hard. So do it in the next page, I think. You're running out of space.
Okay.
Daniel, am I confusing you or which one of proton in the molecule relative number? So let me repeat what I do. What I do is really just reading the data book. I don't even understand truly what's going on. Right. So this one, and then I just have to find a 5.4 somewhere here, which I found it here. That's really it. That is really what I do. No, nothing else.
Okay.
I don't understand the integrating part. I am trying to read that right now. The area under its peak is proportional to number of proton causing the peak. I don't really get that. Integrating, electron measuring the area under peak makes it possible the relative number of each kind of proton in the molecule. Right, I still don't get that. I'm not getting it.
also from
Sorry.
data
I
booklet.
lost. Apologies. I lost my headset. Sorry. I need to put in my headset. Sorry. Apologies. Daniel, can you hear me? Sorry, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, I can hear you. So I don't get the integration very well yet, but I'm trying to get it, right? But as for now, obviously our prediction is correct, right? Nothing changes. Nothing changed our prediction. So the prediction is the important thing anyway. It's not the individual data. That is the goal of this determination of organic structure question. Obviously, the goal is to predict our protein structure, right? So I'm not saying that you get the marks if you just jump right to the result, but I'm saying that that's the point of the question, right? Shall we try predicting the question 2? Maybe we'll understand more with exercise, right? Maybe. I'll put question 2 in the next page. Okay, I'm at page 3. Yeah. Kirana, are you okay? The part 2 is not easy, lah. The part 2 is not easy. So Kirana, let me confirm your part 2. Now your part 2 is not this, yeah?
Huh?
Your part, I'm so sorry. Just a minute. Yeah? Just a minute. So you are slightly mistaken with your part 2. Let me show you. Oh no, you're not wrong that way. Well, I guess that's fine. No, never mind. So this is big or small?
Big.
And then we are going for small, right? So
Yeah.
also like this one, right? So you do that slowly, no? Slowly, if you could. Daniela, do you have any information on the infrared spectrum thing? Oh, goodness me. The section 27 has 2 pages. Almost missed that. Be careful there. I almost missed that. The infrared spectrometer is where? I don't see anything. Kirana, you have to pay attention to the unit, yeah. Be careful with the unit, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to write down the unit, yeah.
I'll put it in the Jamboard on page 4.
Page, okay.
What page can I put it on? 6.
Up
Oh, no,
up
it's
to
just-
you. Currently, I'm confused. Up to you, yeah. Yeah.
I'll put it on page 7.
Oh, sure, sure. Hey, oh, come on. Hey, Kirana, no, Kirana, look. This is meter, like. This is not centimeter. I think the unit you are a bit confused, lah. I think.
I think you need to help me crop it.
Oh, I can still see it. Okay, nice.
And the crop
Infrared
buttons are
spectrum.
on.
There you go. There you go. So this one, right? Okay, so I think I get it. Right?
There's still more. So crop it and bring it to the side, half the page.
And then I'll copy it again. Blah 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 blah. Sample liquid solution form. The pressure is transmittance and so I'm gonna make it bigger.
That one also need to crop. Sorry.
No problem. So we have there you go. So we have identification. That's the point, right? The point. We want the identification, right? We want it.
If I put 1 divided by 240,000, the number is super long.
All right, which is we'll just keep it like that first, okay? Maybe this is now the easier way to write, right? Will that make sense? We don't put it in decimal for now, okay?
Yeah.
Just keep it like that. But this is the big guy to small guy. Now the small guy is usually in centimeter, just usually. So it's a good habit to change it to centimeter. Am I making any sense? Lot of percentage trends. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, I get that. Okay. The energy is a weight up. Oh, I get it. Okay, let me try to use it. I'm not fully certain, but let me try to use it, right? That's what's important. He tells us there is the 104. So I'm just moving page so you can see it easily, yeah? Okay, clearly, right? Clearly. Okay, clearly to a 50, 100. Okay, so actually, Daniel, I feel that we're just matching the infrared spectroscopy with the table. You know, it's a very clear match. Do you see it?
Just match.
Like in page 3, in page 8, you go to page 3, right? Page 3, you have the first guy here. This is clearly matching something in the thing. It's clear one. It's very clear one. The numbers are very nicely matching one. I'm just reading the table in page 4, and I already know roughly what it means. I'm just reading and matching. That's all. I don't even understand fully what's going on, but I'm sure that that's what I need to do. So again, you compare page 3 and page 4. You already see the number there. Okay, by comparing them. Right. So Kirana, you are ready to do the final answer, right? You just have to times them both, right?
Yeah.
Okay, give it a try and see whether that's the correct answer. Daniel, am I making any sense right now?
So what is the QO? Is it like the IR?
Are you looking at page 4? You should be looking at page 3 and page 4, right?
Yeah.
Is it
there is a
correct?
brief number. So
There is, yes, there is.
1,005 to 1,004.
Is clearly
1,050 to 1,004 would be.
Yeah, it's clearly something, right?
A CF of 4, okay.
What? No alcohol ester ethers. No, CO.
Yeah,
CO bond. And then the second one is CO double bond.
So this is CO.
Right, that's CO, and then CO double bond, and then you just read through, right? Kirana, are you correct?
Yeah, the answer is correct.
Okay. Does my method make any sense to you so far?
Yeah.
You have a problem with unit. Also makes sense. Your unit is not very clear, so to speak. If you handle that, if you use this technique and handle the unit problem, then you can answer the question. This unit thing only appear in 8 part 3, only here, only in the map. They will be very particular about units, sometimes kilometer, sometimes meter, sometimes centimeter. Previously, the unit doesn't change too much. Really, as a new feature, a new problem, once you get used to it, you'll probably feel much better.
Okay.
Right. So totally agree with your reading. I will read it this way also, right? I'm not really sure what it means in general, but this is easy to interpret. So B is B you already answer the presence, the presence of what type of bond you answer. The absence, I believe, is about no other bands located above 2000. No other bands located above 2000 is going to eliminate many other bonds.
So there's no C
double bond. Yeah.
CH,
Yeah, C triple bond, OH,
Why are there 2 OHs?
Because he say hydrogen bonding in carboxylic acid, which is very helpful. The other one is hydrogen bonding in alcohol and phenol. Extremely helpful. So I am totally eliminating carboxylic acid, alcohol, and phenol.
That's all already.
Nice, right? I'm so sorry, Alki. I'm sorry, Kirana. Sorry.
8.3 finished already.
Wonderful. You okay so far?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, today is definitely, oh goodness me. Today is 2 hours. You already done. Oh, what? You almost done 2 hours. Okay, that's a record. How do you feel right now?
Okay.
Not bad. You end up just using the Sunday today lah. That's nice one. Okay, yes. And admittedly, the questions are not the easiest question now. So feel that's good lah. Okay. When I see you on Sunday, we will be probably discussing Pythagoras and a little bit of map again. The map is not the hardest yet. So expect to encounter some difficult problems. Okay?
Okay.
Good job for today, Kirana. I will see you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So I believe, Daniel, this is helping us eliminate a lot of things. I'm feeling good. I like infrared spectroscopy right now. Like, this is like very helpful. Like. Are you feeling the same way with me? Like you are now understanding it kind of?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cooking.
I feel we are ready to answer C because we think there is this and we think certain other things are not. Then functional group means the alcohol functional group or the carboxylic functional group. We can already kind of predict lah, right? No carboxylic acid, no alcohol, no phenol, no amine, no alkynes. So who is it, right? No alcohol, right? No alcohol, no carboxylic. Aldehydes, ketones, esters. So Daniel, I think my answer for C is ether. Do you follow? I'm basically still using the infrared spectroscopy thingy to determine this.
Get it.
Okay.
This is an absence of organic bonds, so absence of everything above.
Right. So absence of carboxylic acid and absence of alcohol, correct? That's what I know. Amine is never meant to be there. Alkyne is never meant to be there anyway. Right? If I'm not making any sense.
Amine and alcohol, right?
Amine, I mean, we don't suspect any NH, right? So no amines. We get rid of alcohol and carboxylic acid. Based on that, we still have ether, ester, aldehyde, and ketone. Am I making any sense?
Presence will be ketone.
Ketone for the CO, ester for the CO, C-double-O, sorry.
Aldehyde.
For the C-double-O. And for the CO, one more.
Ether.
Yeah, ether, which is the fourth thing I wrote. I wrote this fourth thing. Okay.
Even is ether.
Ether is just this. This thing. But this guy should be a C lah, and this guy should be a C also lah, right?
Yeah.
That's an ether lah, right? Kind of simple stuff lah. So ether is the only option for C single O. The C-double-O is currently having 3 candidates. Maybe 3 of them are present, I don't know. But there are 3 candidates, whereas C not O, the only wait. There's also Esther. Sorry, I'm too fast. I'm too fast. I'm too fast. Esther also have C single O, man. I'm sorry, yeah. I'm a bit too fast there. So I cannot say that immediately. Right? Maybe with the help of ALO, then I can kind of eliminate more and more. Maybe. Right. So currently here we are. I think we're trying to combine the mass spectrometry and the infrared spectroscopy. 15 is CH3, right? Correct? Am I correct? 15 is CH3, right? Should be right. 15 for the mass spectrometry, the fragments thingy.
Yeah.
CH3. What is 43? Any guesses? 59 and 74 also. Any guesses? This is really reliant on experience, isn't it? Oh, wow. Okay.
43 will be C.
43 was in the first page. 43 was there. 43 is a come on. 43 is this one. This one. You found the 43. This thing. I'm taking it from page 1. Okay, I'm just taking it from page 1, pasting it to page 3, lah. Right? Yeah. There you go. That's what you did. You did that in page 1, right? And you did that by noting basically this law. Basically, this is what you're noting. There you are. You're noting this. So I'm just pasting from page 1. That's all I'm doing. There you go. See, there is your 43. There. Look at that. You agree with me? That's your 43 lah. Your CH2COH lah. Which kind of points out that that's an aldehyde. Look, if we are guessing it correctly, that's an aldehyde. So we're already having quite a clue. 59
is,
yes.
This one.
Which one?
Is just plus CH.
Plus C+7 CH5. But if I plus CH4, it's no longer a fragment. CH4, no, you cannot add CH4. There's no fragment CH4. That doesn't make sense.
No fragment.
Because a CH4 is a full thing. It's a C with 4 H's is full. It's not a fragment, right? Maybe there are other possibilities. 16, right? Oh, plus an O. Plus an O. Another O. Another O. An O is 16, man. So it's like I'm guessing right now it's the C-double-O-H, right? That's our guess, right? CH2 and then an O. Look at it. Make sense? This is our 59. And then plus 15. What is 15? Another CH3, right? CH3. There you go. There you go. That is a reasonable prediction, I feel. You think?
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Correct. Perhaps. This accounts for many things below. So below, he say there will be a possibility of aldehyde, ketone, ester, and ether. Well, we have ether and we have aldehyde. So the infrared spectroscopy is not is not clashing with our predictions.
Mhm.
Okay, then hopefully if we do the HNMR and it doesn't clash also, then we are very certain, right? Okay. Shall we try that? You look for 2 and 4, right? Shifting the page closer. Yeah, there you go.
2 is
2 is a lot of possibility.
yeah, 2 works. 2 works. No, 2 works.
Who's 2? Who's 2? Tell me who's 2.
2
Who's 2 and who is 4?
This is 2.
2 is a ester bond. Oh, goodness me. 2 is an ester. No, there are
No,
many
you-
2s. No, there are many 2s, right? Yeah.
No, there's only one 2. There's 2
Oh.
to 2.5. That's the only one. It's
Which doesn't fit our prediction. Oh, okay.
wait.
It doesn't fit our prediction, but let's put it there. What to do, right? Maybe our prediction is wrong, right? Maybe, right?
This is
Maybe.
2.
Right, that's 2. Yeah, that's 2. There you go. And 4 will be? 4 will be...
Four.
Do we have many
There's
options for 4?
multiple. Yeah, there's multiple.
A halogen. The one with halogen, I think we... Is it possible? I have to be open, right? We have to be open, right? 1, 4 with
many
halogen.
4s. There's a benzene
Precisely,
ring,
precisely.
for all we know.
For all we know, but that's why we have other analysis, right? That's why to eliminate stuff, right? So we have the halogen, and then what else? We have the halogen, and then we have
The
the
ROH.
which one is ROH? Which one? The ROH.
It's
Oh, the
1 to
ROH.
6.
Oh, goodness me. Never mind. We already eliminated alcohol. Remember? Alcohol,
Yeah.
no need. Right. So we are happy. No need to worry about that guy, right?
Yep.
Okay. So at least something is gone, right? So don't care about that. But we have another 4 here that I'm putting it there. And I think we have the benzene ring. Can we eliminate benzene ring somehow? Can we please eliminate benzene ring? Oh, that's a phenol.
Yeah.
No, that's not a benzene ring. That's a phenol,
Oh.
right? Benzene ring with OH, and which we did eliminate phenol. So we don't care. Would that be okay?
Mhm.
Did we miss anything else?
Nope.
So
I
we
use a
have
mix of the IR and the NMR to reduce.
to eliminate stuff, right? To eliminate stuff,
Yeah.
which we really want to do that. We're trying our best to eliminate options. Come on, right? So the 2 must exist, and the 2 dictates that you have a ester bond. We must have ester. Well, we must have ester, I think. Right. Currently, we don't have any ester.
Yeah.
The 4 either meant an ester bond also, but or a halogen. A 4 either meant a halogen or an ester bond. Okay.
I don't think it's halogen. Right.
If we dare to eliminate that, if we dare, right? If we dare,
I don't
I mean-
think they'll put it in here. Right.
but your
NMR,
first
how you supposed-
example
How
or
you supposed to
H,
do-
but your example on HNMR do contain halogen. I have no idea. I'm not experienced here. I have no idea. I don't know what to do. Should we keep our mind open? I am just trying to compare the first ester and the second ester. What's the difference, man? I have no idea what's the difference. Oh, wait, what? Yeah, I have no idea what's the difference between the second and the first guy.
Same. Yeah.
Do you notice any difference? It is very confusing. This guy and this guy. Well, what's the difference? Well, what's look, we are still semi-blind people, guiding each other, right? So it's fun, but do you have the answer key? Maybe we'll just learn from the answer key. Do you have anything?
The difference is the O, what?
The O is the first O is attached to an R, right? The first
The
O.
first is the OR, then the other one is just R. So OR and R.
Oh no, the second guy is the O is on the right hand side and it is attaching itself to CH2 and something. So that doesn't count. There's an O, facing the right.
Oh yeah, there's another word then.
Yeah, that's why I'm a bit confused. I think what
Let's
he's
see if I can find the answer for you.
okay. Why? Oh, nothing. Oh, well, will elemental analysis help? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. 15 is CH3. That's just clear. Is there another possibility for 43? Right? We should be open, right? 43.
That's what, 2C, 2D. What question are we even on at this point? Let's check.
It's at 2. We just at 2.
2B here.
I mean, I'm curious about the real molecular formula. If you can, I'm curious about E. What's the structural formula? Then we can kind of understand the rest, I feel.
To B.
2E, if there is like 2E. The full answer of the structure.
Okay, send you on WhatsApp.
What we can learn from here. Okay, I'm reading. 15 is CH3. No surprises, right? No surprises there.
Yeah.
74 is the molecular ion. I mean, yellow is the full thing, right? The full thing. Okay, sure, right? But 31 is a methoxy, which is he predicts that there's a, I mean, we also predict that there's a OCH3, right? See our prediction there. Okay. He's saying that he don't bother to predict the 74 because it's hard. But 15 is easy and 31 is also easy. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. Okay, sure. Can live with that. And for part B, we are totally the same, right? C says there's an ester, which is what the thing points out. And the ester have a methoxy. Yep, there you go. There's your methoxy. There's your yeah. Okay. So, how are we wrong? We are wrong at even trying to predict 43. I'm wrong, sorry. I am wrong. I'm wrong in trying to predict 43. Obviously, he thinks 43 is hard to predict. But he thinks 15 is easy enough and 31 is easy enough. I'm learning something.
The previous knowledge for 43, right?
We have, but turns out that it is proven that this can be wrong. Because the 43 kind of stir us towards aldehyde, right? I was happy, like, oh, aldehyde. But turns out the HNMR does not predict any aldehyde. Instead, it predicts ester. And in our prediction, if we use aldehyde, we cannot have any ester. So 43 can have more than one meaning. No? This is what I learned. No? Am I making any sense? it can also mean that it might be, in this case, an ester. Let me see your 40. And I see a 43 here. Oh, yeah. There you go. No, here's 43. Look at it. This thing is 43. And this 43 is different from our previous knowledge. Okay. I'm learning something. I'm at page 3. Yes. Do you see that? This is also 43. This is also 40.
They have the same structural formula, but
no, they don't have. No, they don't have the. They don't have same MR
formula, but different structure.
Yeah, they have the same MR basically, but different structure, which is what we're trying to address here. So we cannot be fully certain of 43. We must be open to at least 2 options. That's why I learned. That's why he bothered only to predict the simpler one. 15 cannot be anything else. 31 cannot. I think what I learned is that 31 cannot be anything else also. That's what I guess from the answer key. The answer key don't bother to predict 74, 43, and 59. So I shouldn't also. He waits patiently for the other, information to come in. That is what I learned. Will this be okay? I shouldn't have forced the aldehyde. I should have tried for the ester because the HNMR is telling me that ester. And to remind myself, an ester contains an ether. I mean, an ether is just this one. This is an ether, so I shouldn't assume that an ether means no ester. There's an ether. Yeah. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be learning more than you. Are you getting anything here?
Yes.
Kind of. Me also, kind of. Me also. Yes. I mean, to be fair, we are reading the charge correctly, right? We are wrong in guessing the 43, but we are reading the charge correctly, the infrared one and the HNMR one. Okay. Now something bothers me. Do you have the infrared spectroscopy chart or not in your data book?
Yeah.
Where do you know where it is? If not, happy tomorrow happy lah.
Yeah, so no, I sent it to you from the data.
Correct. I know. As in, I don't know where it is. Is it there?
27.
No, the 27, the HNMR.
Yeah, or IR.
The infrared, the IR one. Yeah, is there IR? I don't know where it is. I'm looking to it. Where's the IR? You gotta have some IR, right? Oh, it's before. It's 26. It's before.
Oh, it's gone wrong. Yeah, it's 26. 36.
Yeah, happy. So we'll be using those 2 things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good. For the last 5 minutes, would you like to try question 3? Shall we?
Sleep.
I mean, you can choose to sleep. I guess that's okay also. Okay. Tomorrow will be chemistry, right? I will.
Yes, tomorrow's my chem paper.
I shouldn't see you. I'm not seeing you tomorrow, right? I'm seeing you on Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Right. Still, I feel that you are getting something. So I truly hope that will be helpful tomorrow. Oh, goodness me. Question 3, the peak is 120 and 105. Look at that. I just asked you to look at page 3 for me. Look at page 3 for me. Look at this guy. This is nonsense to predict 120 and 105. Correct or not? However, I can predict 15, stage 3. Correct or not? That makes sense?
Oh, and then you minus it off from the empirical formula.
No. Empirical formula is, remember, with an n. Careful. You cannot just minus that. Cannot. Make sense? Cannot. It's not the real formula. Ma. I would directly go for 2.8 and 6.9. I mean, obviously, I will go for that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, yeah. I think it's good. I think we know more about how to deal with mass spec compounds. The one below, same thing. 15 is CH3, right? This is CH3, the bottom one. But the 29 is, I think, still possible. I'll probably guess that this is 15, right? This is 15. And then this is, what is this minus that? What is that? It's 45. Do I want to guess 45? I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see later. Anyway, have a very good rest, Daniel.
Thank you.
See you on
Good night.
Thursday.